Internet troll. Harry at the end of Roper's Megxit is misogynistic term touching his self-esteem. Prince Harry said on Tuesday that the term Megxit was a misogynistic term. The Duke of Sussex said the term, which is a portmanteau of his wife's name and Brexit, was created by a right-wing troll before entering into mainstream usage. The Duke of Sussex condemned the term, which gained popularity after he and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, decided to step back as senior members of the royal family in January 2020. Harry said the British public might not have realised that the term was created by an internet troll before it rose to popular use in the media, report Reuters. Speaking on a video, The Internet Lie Machine, for Wired magazine on Tuesday, November 9, Harry said, "Maybe people know this and maybe they don't, but the term Megxit was or is a misogynistic term." He went on, "It was created by a troll, amplified by royal correspondents, and it grew and grew and grew into mainstream media. But it began with a troll." Harry was speaking by video on a panel called The Internet Lie Machine, organized by US technology and culture magazine Wired. He made the comments during an online summit discussing disinformation on the internet. During the Rewired event, the Duke said, "I learned from a very early age that the incentives of publishing are not necessarily aligned with the incentives of truth." He said the word was an example of online and media hatred. "Maybe people know this and maybe they don't, but the term Megxit was, or is, a misogynistic term." Harry and Meghan, formerly known as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, moved to California last year to lead a more independent life. Harry has said that part of the reason for their departure was the racist treatment of Meghan, whose mother is black and whose father is white, by the British tabloid media. 70% of the hate speech about my wife on Twitter can be traced to fewer than 50 accounts, said Harry, citing a study released in October by social media analytics service Bot Sentinel. Harry continued, "And when I said in the mental health series many months ago that they won't stop until she is dead, that was I guess more of a warning and not a challenge. The scale of misinformation now is terrifying, no one is safe from it, no one is protected from harm that comes from it, and we continue to see lives ruined, and families destroyed." Harry called online misinformation a global humanitarian crisis and described how he and Meghan, who have campaigned against the mental health impact of negative social media, will never go back on social media until things change. He said, "I am not on social media, we are not on social media, and until things change that will remain the same. We have been led to believe that this challenge is too big to fix, and I have learned over the last 6 months that is simply not true." Referring to the study, Harry said on Tuesday that perhaps the most disturbing part of this was the number of British journalists who were interacting with them and amplifying the lies. But they regurgitate these lies as truth. Harry and Meghan have since campaigned against social media negativity that they say is affecting people's mental health. On Tuesday, Harry called misinformation a global humanitarian crisis. Prince Harry has been criticised after leaving to British royal family and proceeding to slag them off in order to establish himself financially. Prince Harry stepped down in January 2020 after a long period of tension with the British press. He and Meghan Markle stated that they needed space and were working to gain financial independence. One of the multiple deals they signed after leaving was a Netflix deal, rumoured to be around £150 million. Jeremy Kyle discussed the Duke and Duchess of Sussex with royal correspondent Rupert Bell. Mr. Kyle said, "Both he and his brother have spoken about the commercialisation of his mother's legacy, William very strong on this. Harry, I find it astonishing, he hasn't got a leg to stand on, has he?" Mr. Bell said, "The problem is he's walked away from the royal family and in a way, he's trying to be a private citizen." Mr. Kyle quipped, "I know you agree with me, I don't have a problem with him walking away from the royal family. But you don't walk away from the royal family and take £112 million to slag them off and make television programs about them." Mr. Bell said, "And write the books and everything. That is the problem, presuming he knows that all of his paymasters now want something. They don't want bland, they want the tittle-tattle. That is the problem, anything that'll sell the books."